these properties have been sold at auction, and we'll find out who bought them and what they paid when they went under the hammer.
Sold.
Which city am I closest to? It's not New York. It's not Madrid either, but you'll find this water sculpture in the building. It's Birmingham, of course, which is also the home to an old tea-time favourite quiz show, Blockbusters. I'm 4 miles northeast of the city centre in Erdington, which is very close to a section of motorway which is named after an Italian pasta type, and the very green space of Brookvale Park. I'll have a B, please, Bob. I'm 2 minutes walk away from Brookvale Park, and on this street is the end terrace 3-bed house I'm here to see. It had a guide price of £24,000 to £29,000, and I've got to say, I've had better first impressions. I'm taking a guess this is going to be a doer-upper. Is it going to be any better inside? Let's have a look. No gold run for this place on first impressions. OK, somebody has already started work in here. We are back to the bare brick. There's no ceiling. So this is a start from the very beginning project. This is the first reception room, and as I come across the hallway here, I can see there's some stairs going down to a cellar. And the second reception room, this is the same sort of condition as the first reception room. Kitchen sinks even in here as well. I like this room. Good sized room, nice high ceilings, lots of space. And then into the kitchen, a couple of stairs down into the kitchen. OK, there's no kitchen in the kitchen. The sink's in there. And it does feel a little bit tight, a little bit small, compared to the size of the other 2 rooms I've already seen. There's a lot of work to be done here. This is not a project for the faint-hearted. Having said that, it's obvious that the work has already started here. That explains why everything, including the kitchen sink, has been hauled out. I sincerely hope this isn't a first-timer on a first project, because this is certainly not a job for a novice. There are real challenges here, and it could all end in tears.
All is lost, there's no place for beginning. All that's left is an unhappy ending. Now what becomes of the broken-hearted who had
If the inside's breaking your heart, wait till you see the garden. It's just a little bit bigger as it's an end terrace. That's nothing to do with the back garden, by the way. The perimeter comes along here and just goes round the side there. Over here, you've got all this earth that has come from the cellar. It's all been dug out and put into the back garden. The interesting thing for me is this. Now, from what I can see, that roof looks pretty new to me. You could knock this wall down, because on the other side of that wall is the kitchen. You could knock it into a utility room, you could knock it into a downstairs toilet, but it's space that you could use on the inside of the house instead of it being useless. What's that you say? Of course I didn't forget the... Upstairs, we have got 3 bedrooms. The first bedroom at the front of the property is a really good size. It's got a nice high ceiling. It's got a huge window, letting loads of light in. But like all the windows downstairs, they've all got to be replaced. What else have we got down here? Along the corridor, you've got a bedroom here. Further down the hallway, now the condition of upstairs is pretty much the same as it is downstairs. Everything's been stripped back. You've got to start again up here as well. This is a family bathroom, which isn't in great shapes at all. It would all have to be replaced, but I'm glad it's upstairs on the first floor. In here, this is the 3rd bedroom. Now, I'm taking a guess that this has been put in at a later date, and this would have been one big bedroom, so the house would have been a 2-bedroom back in the day. Now, I'm not normally a fan of splitting up bedrooms to make single rooms, but I think on this occasion, this wall here actually works to make it a 3-bed house. If it's not for you, you could take this down and have it as one big, luxurious bedroom. But I do think the hard work could pay off on this project. We invited an estate agent along to get the benefit of her knowledge of the local area and give us some valuations on the property after all that has been done.
This area is very good with first-time buyers. They do get a lot more house for their money. This type of property would actually be worth £20,000 to £30,000 more in its current standard if it was located in Birmingham city centre.
So what's the potential here for the house that was guided at £24,000 to £29,000?
Once renovated, the property would be likely to sell for anywhere in between £130,000 and £145,000. For the rental market, you would be looking anywhere in between £625 and £675 per calendar month.
Clearly this house needs a lot of work doing and someone brave enough to take it on. Let's find out who did when it went under the hammer.
So we go on to lot 26. I've got £40,000 as a proxy bid, ladies and gentlemen. That means I am bidding on somebody's behalf. I've got that bid on the book, but obviously you're here to bid against that. So do I hear £45,000 anywhere? I've got 40,000 on the book. 45 I've got there. 50 I have here. 55, sir. 55 I'm bid, and 60 I have here. 65 I'm bid, and the book is now out.
With the guide price and the proxy bid dead in the water, the bidding continued. We rejoin at £88,500.
88.5, 89 unbid, 89 unbid, 89.5, sir, 89.5, 90 now, sir, 90 unbid, 90.5, sir, 90,500, 90,500, 91, sir, as you wish. The bid is there at £90,500 for the first time, second time, third and the very last time. You coming back in, sir? No, he's not. It's your bid, sir. 90,500 to number 195. Thank you.
Dilshad was the successful bidder, purchasing the property for 60 grand over the top-end guide price. He's an electrical engineer and has a 6-bed HMO to his name. I think I know where this one's going. Dilshad?
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Me too, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you for coming, thank you very much.
I was going to ask you why you bought this house.
Well, I don't know when my house was like that, I actually got in a better position, but we actually try to renovate, and that's why you can see the house like that.
So you've started, haven't you?
Yeah, we actually take the plaster off from the wall and ceiling off, be ready for renovation.
So you viewed the property?
Yeah, I've viewed. Yeah, I've viewed before going to the auction. That's what I'm doing all the time.
Good man. One of the rules is ticked off.
Yeah.
Did you read the legal pack as well?
I was actually reading the legal pack, although I was actually very quick and actually skipped some paragraph in the legal pack. So it's actually causing some problem for me as well. You know, after the purchase of the property from auction, I find out there's some additional fee as well. So, but the problem with the figure is actually not writing as a number. He was actually writing as a word. So I was.
Oh, I see.
I skipped the word, you know. So.
Oh dear, that word that Dilshad missed out has cost him 8 grand in additional fees. The legal pack might be daunting. If you don't have time to read it through yourself properly, get a professional to do it for you. You don't want to be caught out with any unexpected expense. Anyway, Dilshad has moved on and getting on with his plans to turn this into a HMO, a house of multiple occupancy.
Well, ground floor, the front room will be actually converted into the bedroom. This room is still as it is as a dining. The kitchen will be new kitchen, plus the small room.
A bit of extension at the back.
Yeah. I'll try to convert the cellar into the nice bedroom as well. So we got plenty of space. We're going to take the ground off and convert it to the very nice bedroom as well.
Wow.
Big size, quite same size as this one.
The planned layout for upstairs is to keep as is, 3 bedrooms, bathroom and a toilet. Obviously, as a fully qualified electrician, Dilshad's going to do all the electrics. He's certified to work to the latest Institute of Electrical Engineers regulations. A good job, because it's a criminal offence to have work done that doesn't meet current practice. But what about the rest of the work?
I've got a team for the for central heating, radiator system and boiler. Wow. I already got a quotation for that, but it's very friendly quotation.
Okay.
And for plastering, I already got the plastering quotation as well. Again, this is very friendly as well. So anything left is just a tiling. A friend of mine will do the tiling for me as well.
You got some good friends.
Yeah, and another friend doing all about the gardening for me as well. So we will, it's just like comprehensive package ready for rock and roll.
Yeah. Friendly pricing, friendly quotes, which
Exactly,
is good.
Exactly.
What have you got in the budget?
Something like about £20,000 for me is the budget for now.
How long is it going to take?
Well, I'm expecting to take something like about 2 months, hopefully. That's what I'm expecting because the team's already, you know, so...
So, Dilshad, are you going to continue to buy and add to your portfolio?
Well, after completion of this project, we have another intent to purchase new property from another popular area in Birmingham. That's a secret we won't mention in here.
Okay, so you're not going to tell us, are you?
Yeah, well, after the completion, we'll find out.
Dilshad, good luck. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Take care, sir.
Thank you.
So Dilshad has started the clear out, but he's still got a big job to do, turning this place into a 5-bed house of multiple occupancy. But don't forget, he's had those friendly quotations, which should help him stick to his budget. But you can find out how he gets on later in the programme. Let's head back to Birmingham, more specifically 4 miles northeast to Erdington. It was in this suburb that I saw this 3-bed end terrace guided at £24,000 to £29,000. And by the time I had got there, work has already started. We are back to the bare brick. There's no ceiling. This is a start from the very beginning project.
Start again. It can be over, let's start again.
Downstairs, everything, including the kitchen sink, had been stripped out. Too bad it was in the wrong room. I was intrigued by the cellar space, and outside in the garden was a little outhouse crying out to be incorporated into the main building. Upstairs was also just bare bones. This was a big project. Enter electrical engineer Dilshad. He was the man for the job. He picked this up at auction for £90,500. Just a little over the guide price of £24,000 to £29,000. He didn't help himself by missing an important clause in the legal pack that saw him pay an extra £8,000 in additional fees. But, as they say, a man who has friends is never poor.
I've got a team for the for central heating radiator system and boiler.
Wow.
I already got a quotation for that, but it's very friendly quotation.
Okay.
And for plastering, I already got the plastering quotation as well. Again, this is very friendly as well. So anything left is just a tiling. A friend of mine will do the tiling for me as well.
All those mates' rates meant he had a modest budget of £20,000. And having already started work on the house, when we met him, he thought it would take an additional 2 months to complete. We're back 9 months later. It may have taken a bit longer, but Dilshad's house of multiple occupancy, or HMO, is taking shape. By creating a corridor in the entranceway, the front room is now a separate bedroom. There's not only a brand new kitchen, but Dilshad has cleverly knocked through to the outhouse for a downstairs shower room. Perfect for a HMO. Upstairs, all the bedrooms are looking clean and fresh. Everything has been replastered, redecorated by Dilshad's team of builders, and, being a certified electrician, it's all been rewired to HMO guidelines by the man himself. And the pièce de résistance? A fully damp-proof, insulated room where the cellar used to be. Absolutely fantastic. Over the last 9 months, Dilshad has achieved everything he set out to do, but I'm curious to know what caused the 7-month delay.
I was actually studying full-time in my master's degree, so I couldn't managing the project full-time. So, and one of our main team workers actually had leg operation, so this is causing a little bit problem for us. So we been delayed something about good 4 months.
So Dilshad really is a jack of all trades and a master of all too. Okay, so getting a master's degree is a pretty good excuse. But did everything go as smoothly as he wanted it to?
It was a dump from the roof. We had some guttering problem leaking down on the wall, and it caused a lot of problem for us. So before we doing any refurbishment, we're trying to get rid of the dump leaking first. That's all done. So the rest of the work, it was just normal building, normal regular building work.
While the damp problem was sorted with new guttering, it was an unforeseen cost, and the time delay was costly too. Dilshad ended up spending around 35 grand. That does worry me. Don't forget, he paid over the guide price, and he had to pay 8 grand in unforeseen costs as well. So how does he hope to recoup this cash?
We want to sell the house if there's any good potential buyer. But if this is not happening, we can rent it out exactly same as the way that we actually rented out our previous properties.
Dilshad isn't short of options, so let's see which could be the most lucrative way to go, renting or selling. But first, what did 2 local estate agents make of that £133,500 investment, starting with the agent who saw it 9 months ago?
The changes on the property since I was last here were absolutely amazing, to a very high standard. He's done very well on the property.
My first thought's that he's renovated this to a very high standard indeed.
I'm in agreement, but I do have one question. Dilshad planned to convert this to a 5-bed HMO, but I'm not sure if legally the basement can be classed as a bedroom.
The cellar room could not actually be classed as a 5th bedroom. The window is actually too small for a fire escape.
Dilshad will have ensured that this meets current regulations in order to use this area as a communal room. But he spent £133,500 on the property. What could it be worth on the resale market?
The current market value of the property would be between £135,000 and £142,000.
If I was to offer this property as onto the open market as an HMO at the present moment, then I'd be looking in the region of £145,000.
I was expecting a little bit more than that. So I think I will keep it for a while to make sure I get the money that I'm actually asking for.
The highest valuation could see a potential pre-tax profit of £11,500. But perhaps more encouragingly, both agents thought the rental values of £1,200 per calendar month would be possible, which would generate a yield of 10%. So with 2 rental properties to look after, a full-time job, a brand new master's degree, how does he do it?
Well, thanks for my wife. She's made my life a little bit easier. And she, when I got home, she actually already select the color and the design type of the features that we're actually trying to fit in here in the kitchen, and of course in the bathroom as well. So she does make my life very, very, very easy.
Bootle, 5 miles north.